wrote this dialogue?
Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's home from work we go.
Yo, what up? ¿Qué pasas en la yang? Esperaba y saberte what is going on. So I've got season 1, episode 3 of Rings of Power. Yes, I'm still working through it, and I'm actually processing my other video for that, my other reaction video for episode 2. So that should be live here in another day or two, and so we'll see if we can make it through this one. When last we left our heroes, we had the two, I guess, main characters, some of the primary characters, Halbrand and Lady Gala, were on the raft and presumably discovered by either Elendil or Isildur or some Numenorian ship of some nature. Probably don't know yet, but that's what I'm guessing. That's what I've kind of come to see from some of the other little pieces that I've seen floating around. I have not watched any other reviews of episode 3, so I'm going into it no knowledge, fresh perspective, and just see what happens. Let's see what else. The Harfoots had a constellation moment, so they're trying to help the dude wizard find his constellation, maybe. Who knows what that means. What else? Oh yeah, Durin and Elrond had a lover's spat or something, or an ex-lover's spat, from what I've heard it described. I'm like, oh no. I wasn't actually looking for that. See, I didn't pick up on that myself whenever I watched episode 2. I didn't. I saw somebody, another reviewer on YouTube, talking about some of that, and I was just like, they did not. And somebody actually, the words that I saw, the piece that I saw said that said that Elrond is gay. Okay, all right. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'll have to do some double checking on that. I'll have to check out some of what the showrunners are actually saying about it and see just what the official position was, if there is one. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. Episode 3, Season 1, Rings of Power. I'm trying. We'll see what happens. Here we go. This has to be the dumbest thing, because orcs don't work in daylight. And again with the white robes and the clan imagery. I mean, I'm saying it. I'm going to say it. This is just fundamentally wrong, because light... What? What? Can I get a what? What in the... They got those guys? This is like gaping plot hole number 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever.
Not for humans, anyway.
Okay, if there's one line in the whole show, I'm fine with that. Sailors don't wear armor. Well, they've got everybody. They've got a Chinaman in here. I didn't know. What part of Middle Earth are you from? China? Oh, okay. Mongolia, maybe? Maybe he's Mongolian. Maybe he's Japanese.
One of the Eldar.
Yay, CGI. No miniatures were built in the making of this film. It's not usually how you row. That doesn't usually work that way. You're stronger with your pull stroke than your push stroke. And she has antlers. Oh my god.
Sorry.
And grant us ship's passage to Middle Earth.
And she don't want much.
It's been generations since a ship of Numenor was permitted to make such a journey on an elf's behalf.
It is because of the elves that you were given this island.
Oh my god.
Surely you can spare a few planks and a rudder.
Wow, this is...
3 days.
Oh my
The
god.
elf is to be restricted to Palace Crow.
This is so awkward.
Good queen.
You really expect me to leap with you back into the furnace?
You leapt into the sea to save one life. I seek to save many.
I have been searching for my peace for long.
And he killed his companions who were on the other raft.
For both our sake.
She just does not think things through.
We would be wise to resolve this matter.
She is but one elf.
An avalanche can start with one stone. We dare not invite your father's crew.
I think these guys could have used a little bit more Pirates of the Caribbean look. More dirt. I've got a job done. I've got a job done. And guess what's inside it? It's like, oh god.
Beric, my boy.
The faithful believe that the petals of the white tree fall. 'Tis no
Oh
idol.
god. Who are the
The
faithful?
very tears of the Valar.
What's with the flames? I mean, what? I mean, his armor. His armor is terrible. It's absolutely atrocious.
Our western shores, is it not? And I shall have to ask you to perform a service.
You must get us a shrubbery. Oh god. Oh god, please, no. So here we go. We have the obligatory, I'm gonna say it, black man in chains. I mean, it would be so much worse for that's not. These are not orcs.
This must be how they escaped our detection. How they shield themselves from sunlight.
No, that's escaped your detection because you are stupid.
Some sort of weapon, perhaps. I do not know.
What?
But they ransacked
Where'd
village
that come
after
from?
village.
Some sort of
Went back
weapon?
to find it for their leader.
What?
On the orc.
I shall
Can
make
see-
improvement on my prior mode of passage.
And she really is just an idiot.
Your eyes bear a striking resemblance to both.
Where I run and how I run there are none of your concern.
Is this for
Here,
real?
where I am hated by all who see me.
Is
So
this
go
for
to your
real?
gods, or get
This
out
is
of
for
my
real.
way.
This is for real.
L'allié sanque loilque.
Who wrote this dialogue? I'm no screenwriter at all. I could do a better job. I mean, they're not having a conversation. They're just uttering sounds. How did no one see miles of devastation caused by the orcs? How did no one see that?
Don't forget your women.
He's my favorite character.
Maybe he and the she-elf aren't so close after all.
He's like the only one who has a character.
Someone else.
How big of a chip on her shoulder can she... How's she carrying this weight around? This is like
Place, but a plan
Ray's dagger.
to create a realm of
All you had to do was like...
where evil would not have.
What in the holy bejeebers? Oh, tell me these are Harfoots. Oh my god. Oh, these they're just gonna, they are just gonna leave him. So this was all just to get to that one line of dialogue. I'm just not believing this. This is a beautiful train wreck.
You lay one paw on that.
So they would really leave him behind.
I just have to fetch it from my car.
They would leave him behind because he twisted his ankle. Oh. Oh. I can't. I'm still reeling from the fact that they would leave him behind.
Most agreeable, honorable.
I mean, that's a death sentence. Right? I mean, he's left on a... No, but that goes directly contrary to nobody walks alone. This is supposed to make me feel... What am I supposed to feel right now? I mean... Oh, God. Oh. Wow.
Do you think the stars
Wow.
reached down and touched you? Is that it?
Oh my God, what is this? What is going on? I swear she ain't using real words. What are we supposed... What is this supposed to be? Are you for real? So she got into college because... Is this for real? It's like the acting and the scenes evoke an emotion, they're meant to evoke a driving narrative that doesn't match what the words say, that doesn't match their words that they speak. It's bizarre, it's disjointed, he's just they just don't even do anything. They don't ostracize him. Nothing. They don't take up arms against him. Nothing. All right. Yes. Finally. Oh my God. Yes. Yes, yeah. Well, at least we finally know what the stakes are. Finally, man.
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Greetings. This episode brought to you today by yours truly at Blue Mesa Studios. Please have a look at the links for Patreon. I'm also on Buy Me a Coffee and several other places that are shown on your screen. If you'd like to support the channel, that would really help me out a lot. Thank you for watching, and now on with the show. Okay. I'm trying to figure this out, right? These scenes are just all like, I mean, it just doesn't fit. It just square peg round hole. It's just like the acting and the visual behavior of the acting doesn't match what is spoken. It's like, yes, no, just like that. And I mean, that part where Galadriel is arguing with Elendil, I mean, she is just out of her mind. She does not. I mean, if her plan is to cross the equivalent of thousands of miles in a dinghy, in a skiff, I mean, that's like trying to paddle to Hawaii from California in a kayak. I mean, if she doesn't think things through any more than that, then why would anybody want to trust her? How did she get put in command of an army? How did she become a commander of an army, man? It's just like, what is happening? And I mean, and Isildur's an idiot, and the rejected daughter gets into college now because Isildur convinced her to reapply. And oh, we made a mistake somehow, and now she gets into the Builders Guild or whatever the heck it is. And Halbrand's my favorite character. I mean, he's the best character in the show. I mean, he's the only one who's doing anything that makes sense. Even though my understanding is he's most likely Sauron, and he's in disguise, you know. And so I'm kind of proceeding with that in the back of my mind, that he's probably the one who is most likely to turn out to be Sauron. But I don't think, from what I've heard, that he gets much of a reveal in the first season. We don't see Sauron in the first season. But what I did hear from another source online is a YouTube video. You know, maybe I can find it, link it in the description. But someone did claim to have seen the season, or at least that was my understanding. And he said that Halbrand tells Galadriel in the last episode, or one of the final episodes, I am known by many names, you know. And so it's very, very strong. My understanding is that it's very, very strongly hinted that Halbrand is Sauron. If you kind of think about it, Halbrand, Sauron, well, the L and the R, L's and R's are similar. La, ra, ra, but I'm trying to think of how that works. Halbrand, Sauron. Well, maybe. I don't know. But you could do some phonetic stuff and see how the A's changed to O's. And, you know, you could make an argument based on phonetics if you wanted to, but at least they didn't name him something like Doppelganger, you know, or Bob. But yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to, I mean, you know, something that's really, that might be kind of interesting for someone like myself. I read the books a long time ago. Okay, so they're not as in the forefront of my mind. I go back and I read passages and I look up stuff according to online sources and the text. So I search the text for that. But I didn't just read this yesterday. So I am kind of getting a unique perspective on the show in that I am removed from the Silmarillion content and from the Lord of the Rings content by several years, to be perfectly honest. So it's been years since I've read the books. And so I'm actually able to view this show with that perspective, which with almost a quasi-normie perspective, if you will. And so it's kind of interesting to not have all that stuff, because I got through with like the Silmarillion, and then I started reading. I think I got into some of the Lost Tales and the Unfinished Tales, and I didn't understand why the Lost Tales were just the same thing of the Silmarillion again, because that's it. That's all it was, except in a different style. And I'm like, I've already kind of read this, But what I did take away from reading like the Unfinished Tales, which does have much more stuff in it, is that in the Silmarillion, and now this has gone from reaction to lore talk, but I'll wrap it up here directly after this. In the Silmarillion, Turambar, his story is just terrible. It was so sad. It was just like one bad thing after another kept happening to this guy, no matter what he did. But in Unfinished Tales, his character is more fleshed out and more of the story is presented, and there are a few different tweaks to the narrative, and it's much better understood in the Silmarillion why, in the book of Unfinished Tales, why Turambar had such a difficult time. And so I'll wrap it up with that. I'm still reeling from this episode. So many things are disjointed, so many cognitive dissonance. All right, it's banging on the piano. I got nothing. Maybe I'll come out with a review here in a few days and try to actually dissect this thing and unpack it, and maybe try to understand what the showrunners are trying to do. Because what also blew my mind is that the Harfoot narrative, the Harfoot story. There was like nothing. If they're so afraid of the big folk, why are they not driving this guy out? Why are they not like... Why is he still there? Why are they anywhere near him? Why did they not break out? Why did they not run? I don't get it. And why? It's like a death set. Why did they would leave people behind? So much for... I don't know. So much for happy Harfoots. It's just like... Wow. It's not that hard to... that's... Oof, man. Like wagon trains going west. You want numbers. You want strength in numbers, right? And yeah, maybe there'd be bad apples. Maybe that's what they think of them. I don't know. Man, that's like... somebody who's been riding with you, who's been with you for a long time. Boy... my brain's just splitting. I just don't get it. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thanks a lot. I appreciate y'all. And season 1, episode 3, Rings of Power. Till next time, peace out.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.